Yo, what is up, guys? This is Brick Joe here, and today I thought we'd do a bit of a financial analysis on the Lego Ideas Treehouse set 21318. Now, I think there's been a lot of buzz with this set recently. I've seen a lot of people talking about it on Reddit and things like that, a lot of reseller groups, investing groups, and I sort of wanted to give you guys my take on it right now. So, you guys may have been aware of this or may have not. Originally, this set was slated to be retired at the end of 2020. However, early November showed from Stone Wars, actually, they posted something saying that it is actually likely to be pushed back to a 2021 retirement. So that was sort of late news. And this set has sort of seen a lot of the same issues we've seen with many other sets, right? It's out of stock on Lego.com. It's tough to pick up from any other retailers, but I have seen this pop up quite a bit for around 170 or so on various retailers, go in and out of stock. And this sells for about $270 on eBay. So essentially, my thoughts on this set. If you can pick it up for about 170 and you can flip it right now for 270, that's a good profit. After fees and everything, you're probably going to make at least $40, probably like $50 or so. Easy flip, get your money in and out. Now, I would say sort of worst case scenario, right? This set retires in 2021. Say Lego gets this back in stock, right? The set sells for $200. It's usually not really on sale, to be honest. So let's say you still picked it up for 170. This set retires in 2021. I would still expect a very similar sort of price increase post-retirement like we've seen from many of the Lego Idea sets. Sort of a very standard increase, nothing crazy, but nothing like super low. I would say somewhere in the middle. So I think essentially when it comes down to it, from my point of view, if you're able to pick this up right now for 170, I would say you're probably good trying to flip it right now. But if for some reason it comes back in stock, whatever, you can't sell it right away, takes a while to get to you, I think you're still okay. I wouldn't like return the set or anything like that crazy. I would hold on to it, and I think post retirement you'd probably do pretty well as well. What do you think, Brooks?
Yeah, so I think this set is, first of all, really unique, and I think it applies to a very large audience too. So I think when you look at something like that, I think you are going to see a pretty good return on investment for this set. Now, something I was thinking about and something you probably should consider too is that for the first time this year, we saw them re-release a Lego Ideas set, ones that had been retired and came out again, and that was the Saturn V and the Ship in a Bottle. In both those sets, the two things they had in common, or the one thing they had in common, was that they weren't a intellectual property sort of deal. So, this is the same thing for the Treehouse, a set that is very popular as it's been out. It's continued to be popular. It's still available right now. So possibly this set could re-release sometime, after it retires. So that's always something you got to, kind of figure out. We noticed people that were holding the Saturn Vs and people holding the Ships in the Bottles, those prices just skyrocketed down as soon as those sets were-released. And you're going to have to hold on to those sets for another couple of years. So that's just something to consider. But other than that, I mean, this set really does look amazing. I think it's like I said, a really unique set and one that I actually really like too for, possible personal collection.
Yeah, and one other thing, we started talking about the two routes, right? The people trying to flip it quick, which I think you'll do well on. Also, the sort of hold until it retires situation. I want to talk a little bit more about that specifically. And like you said with this set, I think it's, it hits a lot of the qualities of a successful set post-retirement. One thing too, I know we talk about price per piece a lot and maybe too much at sometimes, but for $200 at a retail price with 3,036 pieces, I think the ceiling, to sort of move up into that $300 range is just very realistic, given the amount of pieces, given the it has all those leaves and different colors and stuff like that. That I know those are pieces people like for mocks, for their cities and things like that. So I think there's a lot of desirability in that large piece count for a cheaper price. Like you said, no IP, that hurts it a little bit. Minifigure selection, pretty standard, for that sort of non-IP stuff.
If you look at other idea sets that aren't intellectual properties too, such as the fishing store, I mean, that thing, it saw good growth after it retired. But recently in this past year, now it's been retired for a year or two, it has just absolutely skyrocketed in value. So, I know a lot of the idea sets, the ones people like to invest in or ones people are telling you to invest in are often, intellectual property idea sets, but there is those sets that, aren't a specific theme and just general Lego sets that still do very, very well.
Yeah, and I guess one thing with the Leafs that I just sort of thought about is I know they sell a lot of little packs lately. They've come out with some of those things for your Lego City or add-ons, I would say. So potentially that could, sort of hurt that. I would say, investment side a little bit. But again, I think there is just a lot of desirability to this set when it comes to pieces, overall appeal of the set, large audience, and overall, I think just a great value for $200 retail price, 3,036 pieces, and it's a large set too. Definitely some smaller pieces in there, but also some larger pieces. I think it's a fair 3,036 pieces. It's
Yeah.
nothing like a mosaic or anything crazy like that. So, guys, I think that sort of wraps up our thoughts here on the Lego Ideas Treehouse. A lot of different things to look at. I've just seen a lot of people talking about it lately, seen a lot of posts about it, and so I wanted to give you guys our thoughts about sort of those two different routes. I think it's gonna be a fairly like safer either flip or investment down the line. Obviously, everything's a speculation, but at the end of the day, I think this set is, picking up a lot of traction for a good reason, both right now and potentially in the future as well.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys. This is Brickdo signing off.